Welcome to Rising Goddess Radio. I'm your hostess, Michelle Torrance. I created Rising Goddess Radio to be a space where we dive deep into our spiritual, emotional, and physical bodies. We're getting real and connecting with ourselves in the most intimate ways. We'll be talking all things sacred sexual, relationship building, and womb healing. We'll be learning how to connect with our bodies through learning the language it speaks, how to use our sexual and sensual energies to create, manifest, and heal our lives. This show is about healing the chaotic feminine and toxic masculine within to create a world that responds to the divine and healthy energy you chose to tune in, tap in, and turn on. We will learn from amazing humans who take time and share their wisdom and sacred healing magic, rising humans who are here in this world to be healers, teachers, guides, priestesses, warriors, and shamans. All divine sisters and brothers in rising. We'll get witchy, sassy, sexy, and saucy. We're going to talk all things that align us with our true nature and authentic selves and create a community that expands with the ascension and growth of each of us. So grab some green juice, light some cannabis, get your blankets, or sit by the pool because we are about to rise up another level together. Catch you on the inside, dolls. Hello, my beautiful rising humans, and welcome to this episode of Rising Goddess Radio. This episode is a solo cast. This is for all of you out there who have been asking for quite some time on how to do energy protection, cleansing, and all of that. So this episode is specifically on how to do an energy cleansing for yourself, for your home, a blessing for your home, to cleanse out the energy, how to go about and move it out, and what action steps and tools to use, what action steps to take, on how to begin this next year with grounded, cleansed, detoxed, and blessed energy all around you and supporting you in your next level of rising. So I'm really excited for this. It's really chilly up in here. It's my little studio. It's not little. It's actually the loft in my house, and it's quite chilly up here, but I love it so much because the windows are large and in charge, and I actually have windows on in every direction, so I can see outside, north, east, south, and west. So I am so grateful, and I love it so much, but it is fucking cold. It is cold, and I don't have my heater up here. So if my voice sounds a little shaky, that's because I'm chilly. Let me grab my blanket. You know what? Y'all come with me right here. We're going to grab this blanket, and we are going to wrap up together. Let's do this. Okay, are you grabbing your blanket wherever you're at? Let's do this together. All right, so energy protection, energy cleansing, whether it's yourself, whether it's your home. First and foremost, we want to always make sure that we go into a cleansing and a blessing and a protection and a grounding in an aligned state, as well as a cleansed state ourselves, right? Our physical body, it's always good to go into it when we cleanse ourselves, taking a shower, taking a bath, and creating a ritual out of it. Ritual doesn't have to be this extravagant, huge, crazy experience. It can be it could be lighting a candle and turning on maybe some meditation music while you're taking a shower. It could be opening up the window and turning off the lights, depending on how your bathroom is set up. It's shifting a little bit and creating a container, right? This we're going to create a sacred space. We tap into our masculine energy. Excuse me, y'all. So, our healthy masculine energy is what creates the container. Our container is where we can flow our feminine energy through. All right. That's our intuition. So, the structure, the masculine energy creates the sacred space. So, tap into that healthy place. How would you want to, what type of space, what type of energy, what type of container, what type of environment would you want to prepare your intuitive flow to come into? Okay, that's what preparing sacred space is like. That's what it is that you're wanting to do. That's what you want to ask yourself. How do I want to support my feminine flow in this next set, stage, or this practice that I'm going into? So set yourself up, cleanse your body. You always want to go into a cleansing and a blessing with a clean body. You want to wash off anything that's extra and excess. Always going into a shower, anything with water, of course, is always cleansing and detoxing. It is the emotional side of things. And so by taking a shower, you're really not, you're physically cleansing your body, but you're also energetically, you're emotionally starting to stir your emotions and cleanse and get some things out, and some detoxing and getting dirt and grime and all of these things. And we always feel better when we take a shower. You notice that, right? When you are having a shitty day and you are like, you know what, I'm just going to go take a shower, and you stand in the water, whether it's freezing or lukewarm, it doesn't really matter, whatever feels good for you in that moment. But you're standing underneath that water and you're just allowing everything to wash down the drain, right? So by understanding that thought process and coming at it from that perspective, understand that that's what your emotional awareness, that's what your emotional cleansing is happening with the water. And so wash your body, get cleansed, make sure you feel really good physically, comfortable, make sure you're in comfortable clothing. You can be in sweats. You don't need to be in specific things. You want to be comfortable. You want to feel good when you go into this practice. Now, let's start with your own energy, right? Now, there's a couple ways to do this. So let's do a simple practice that you can tap into, and you can do it for yourself. You can also help anybody else in your family do this. So for yourself, by first of all, the tools that you're going to want to use, you're going to want to either grab some sage or some Palo Santo, or maybe some incense. My favorite incense is Nag Champa. It's been that way for 20 years. Since I was 19 years old, I have been burning Nag Champa for 20 years, like every day. So grab that, grab something that is able to have a sense of calm, a sense of peace, a sense of security, a sense of love, a sense of warmth, a sense of all of that, all of those senses together, right? So grab one of those. Those are some of the main tools that you're going to have for everything. If you don't own a bundle of sage or some Palo Santo or some incense, I highly, highly, highly encourage you start. Sage is really one of the most strongest forms of cleansing smokes, by doing a detox with a cleanse. And with sage, understand too that you can start to grow your own sage, you can dry it, and so it can be a resource for you where you can save money, you can help, save the environment and all sorts of stuff. So grab something like that, whatever feels good for you. If you want to grab all three and try Palo and Sage and Nag Champa, grab all three and see which ones that you resonate with. And then at least once you get started with one scent, one type of cleansing smoke and energy releasing healing energy and healing smoke, once you figure out which one you resonate with, then you start to explore and see what other ones smell good and feel good for you. So So there's that rant on the tools, right? So grab your sage, and what you want to do is, or this is what I do. All right. So I'm just going to share with you what I do. And if it's something that feels like you connect with, and that's great. And then you can take it, do it, and you can tweak it from there, create something of your own, take something from what I do, and maybe go out there and research and listen to what other goddesses are doing and how they cleanse themselves, and kind of create something of your own from a mixture of all of the wonderful teachings that you are hearing and taking advantage of. So grab your sage bundle and go to your sacred space. Create another sacred space, right? You've created a sacred space for your shower. Now it's time to create a sacred space for you to cleanse you, whether it's near your altar, if you have an altar. If you don't have an altar, that's something that you can start to work on as well. It's just another place where you can put things that mean something for you, that are aligned with your faith and how you are able to connect with your source, spirit, universe, God, goddess, light, gods, Buddha, whatever label and identity name you want to put with that energy. So create your space for when you can cleanse yourself. And what you want to do is, or what I do is, I sit down and I first take some deep breaths. I get into a meditative state. I light my sage and I set it down. I just kind of let the smoke just kind of go where it chooses to go, however it chooses to blow, wherever it chooses to meander. I allow the smoke to just do its thing. And while it does that, then I sit and I will get into a meditative state. And I will take some deep breaths and I will get myself in alignment. And then once I do, I open up my eyes and I grab the sage and I go around my body. Now I move in a counterclockwise position in everything that I do. The reason for the counterclockwise position is towards the left is the feminine, towards the right clockwise is the masculine, right? You have your linear time, that's the masculine time. Then you have your fluid, your spiral, that's the feminine, right? So in a counterclockwise motion is usually how my body naturally moves and turns and twists and all that stuff. So I will grab the sage and I will go around my body in slow movements with the intentions and the affirmations, intentions of clearing any energy that is attached to me. I tell myself, we're removing any of the energies that are attached to me. We are removing any toxic energy that has ran through my vibration. Even if we're like out in the store or, we're driving out and we just happen to walk through someone's vibration or somebody walked through ours, and it was just an icky experience. And I'll tell you a story that happened. I went to Walmart, I don't know, it was like about a week or so ago. And I'm getting my crystals here. I have all my crystals laid out and everything. And so anyway, so I get to Walmart and I go in the one door by the food and there's no carts. And I'm like, okay, so I'm just going to walk down to the other side. I needed to go to the opposite side anyways to go grab, shower stuff. And so I walk down there and I see a few carts. And as soon as I walk into the cart area, I felt it. Now, this is something that we're going to we'll talk about a little bit later as well. But as soon as I walked into the little cart entrance area, I felt it. The energy felt thick. The energy felt heavy. And I could see this man was trying to take this cart apart from the other rows of carts. You know how they're all stacked together and he's trying to take the first one, but it's all stuck. That shit happens to you. You know what I'm talking about. Right? So you're pulling that shit. Now, granted, it can get a little frustrating. Sure. It's happened to all of us. We understand. But the energy from this gentleman, this male human was so thick and so dark, and he pulled that cart so hard and he got his cart out and he pushed over to the side with his other hand the cart that he took it from, and it was my turn next to grab it. So I'm like walking slow around, and I see this guy come over, because I'm going to tell you, I did not even touch the cart. That energy was so thick and dark and dirty and lethargic and just so bleh. I didn't even want to touch the cart that he touched, because I didn't want to receive any more of his energy. But because we were in the same vicinity, the same energetic bubble space, his energy walked through mine, and therefore it left an imprint of toxic and dirtiness and lethargy and grayness in my aura. And so, being able to remove and declare, when you are cleansing yourself, declare that you are removing all toxic energy. You are removing any low vibrations that have meandered and walked through your vibration field. You are removing any attachments that may have come onto you for one reason or another. You are declaring that this is your personal energetic vibrational space, and you are only available for the highest supporting vibration that supports your growth and rising into your highest self. And you declare these things as you are circling the sage around your body. And you are, and I'm declaring this. This is what I'm saying, right? I'm cleansing, and I'm like, I am available for high vibrational energy. I am available for authentic love, authentic trust. I'm available for all the energy that supports my highest rising. I'm cleansing my body of this energy and this toxic waste that has attached itself to me. I am cleansing my body of the gray and the fog and the cloudiness that has come into my vibrational zone. I'm cleansing my body of this low vibrational pull that continues to try and keep me dragged down. I cleanse my space. I cleanse my body. I cleanse my vibration. I cleanse my emotions. I cleanse my spirit. I cleanse each and every chakra, and then I will go around each and every chakra, and in a counterclockwise motion, I will circle on top of my crown with my sage. And I start at the crown. The reason why I start at the crown is because we want to ground the blessing. We want to ground the cleansing into the earth. So we start with the crown. We want to cleanse all of that energy that's around us, and all of that any muck or gunk that could be possibly entering into our chakra system through our open and allowing crown chakra, right? So we start at the crown chakra, and we're cleansing and we're cleansing and we're cleansing. And then we go down to the third eye, and we go in that counterclockwise, and we cleanse our chakras. I cleanse my crown chakra. I cleanse my third eye chakra. My third eye chakra is it's open. It is clear. It is wise. It is understanding. It sees clarity. It is not choosing ignorance. It is, I'm choosing to be open and cleansed. And then I go down to my throat chakra. I'm cleansing my throat chakra. I choose to speak my truth, and I remove any energy that holds it down. And you can say whatever affirmation comes to you. Now, when you are in this state, what comes out of your mouth as a cleanse or an affirmation is supposed to come out of your mouth. This is a time where you are not judging yourself. This is, you have prepared your body for ritual and practice. You have created space and a container for your feminine to flow. You have gotten into meditative state. When you get into a meditative state and into alignment, you are in flow. When you are in feminine flow, then allowing whatever is to come through you to come through you. This is how you channel things, is by allowing the alignment, allowing the flow to go through. So don't judge whatever affirmation comes through. If it feels right, then it feels right for you. And that's what you're supposed to be doing and saying in that moment in time. So go through each chakra, right? After my throat, I go down to my heart chakra. My heart chakra is open for love. My heart chakra is open for light. My heart chakra is cleansed and detoxed and blessed and only available for high vibrational energy that supports the authentic truth and alignment of my heart. And then I move down to my solar plexus, right? My solar plexus is cleansed and blessed and detoxed, as my solar plexus is only available for high vibrational energy that supports the confidence of who I am. And as you're going through your chakra centers, imagine the colors, right? Your crown chakra is purple. Your third eye chakra is indigo, your throat chakra is blue, your heart chakra is green, your solar plexus is yellow, your sacral is orange, and your root is red. Now, as you go through your chakra systems, you get down, right? You get to your chakra system, your sacral chakra. My sacral chakra is cleansed. My sacral chakra is blessed. My sacral chakra is only available for high vibrational energy. No shame is it. I am not available for shame. My sacral chakra is only open channel for authentic creativity, for high inspiration, for aligned inspiration. My sacral chakra is open to all of my high vibrational sexual energy for sexual alchemy. I tap into orgasmic manifestation, and my sacral chakra is cleansed to allow the flow to come through. And then we get to our root. Get to your root chakra. My root chakra is cleansed. My root chakra is open and available for only high vibrational beings, high vibrational energy to come into its existence. My root chakra is strong. My root chakra is foundational and secure in that foundation. My root chakra is healthy and aware and bright red and all of these things. And as you're going through, imagine these colors, right? Imagine saying whatever it is. Now, you don't have to say it out loud. You can say it in your head. You can say it out loud. You can dance. You can have fire around, whatever you choose, whatever feels right for you. Whatever feels right for you, cleansing your body. Your highest self and highest vibration self knows exactly what to do. Your higher self knows exactly how to cleanse your energy. All you need to do is allow yourself to listen to it. Allow yourself to feel it. Allow yourself to hear it. Allow yourself to say it. And when you allow yourself to say it without the judgment of what society or anybody else is going to think, oh my God, what if somebody sees me? What if somebody hears me? Who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck if somebody hears you? Okay? You are doing you. You are cleansing you. You are doing what is healthy and supportive of your vibrational being and life and existence here in this world. So that is how I cleanse my energy. Now, if that doesn't work, right? And let's say you get to this point and well, here, we'll get to the end of this and then I'll come back around, because this is why it's so amazing to connect with other, goddesses who are able to align with that, and they have these gifts to be able to help you with removing these energies, right? So let's move on, right? You've done your cleansing and your blessing of you. You bless this body. I bless my body for the strength that it provides me. I bless this body with love and support, and I bless this body with grace. I bless this body with honesty. I bless this body with companionship. I bless this body with all of the amazing, wonderful miracles that this world has to offer. I bless this body with unconditional love and support, right? You want to fully get into fully cleansing and blessing the vessel that is allowing you to live in this earth. This is your body. If you don't bless it with the most amazing things. Now, bless can mean anything, whether you come from a background of Christian beliefs, Catholic beliefs, whatever. A blessing is a positive and a positive, intentional, loving vibration that is going into something or someone. That's all a blessing is. And if you have, some issues and some things to work through and some shadow work to work through regarding the church, I understand. Come join the Rising Goddess group. We'll talk it out. Sometimes words can trigger that shit, and you're like, no, I don't even want to use that word because then that makes me feel ick and I don't like how that makes me feel. And I get it. I so fucking get it. So come join us in the group and we'll talk about it. So anyways, after I do that, then what I do is I walk through my home and I go through and I go through every single door jamb and window area, and I go through every single corner. I walk all around the room. I'm twirling in a counterclockwise motion, and I'm cleansing and blessing, and I'm aligning with my energy. I'm feeling really good. I'm seeing and intending that the energy of my home is clearing. I'm visualizing anything dark or gray or foggy moving out. I'm envisioning a cleansed space. I'm envisioning a blessed space, right? I bless this space. I bless my home. I am putting intentional love and good vibrational energy into this space. I am cleansing it. This is my space, right? We are the gods. We are the God particles. I am that. I am. Right? So we are putting that energy out. We are cleansing our space, and we're going to each and every room, and we are declaring this is our energy vibration. This is where our space is right now. If the only thing that we are available for this house, for this office building, for this car, the only thing that this environment and space is available for is high vibrational beings and high vibrational energy that supports the growth and the authentic truth of living in this environment. Go to each bedroom. Everybody knows mom's busting out the sage. You better get your door open and have a space for her to walk in, because if she's tripping over shit, then she's going to be staging in there longer. So get everything, create a pathway, and open it up, because I'm cleansing and we are blessing and we are releasing, right? Because when you go through and you cleanse and you bless and you are going through the spaces, you are feeling the intention, you are declaring that love is the highest vibrational, and that is the lowest standard that you will accept in your environmental space and your energy. Oh my God, that felt so fucking great to get out. Do you understand what I'm saying? Do you understand what I'm saying? The lowest standard that you will allow, that is available for you and that you accept, is love. Thank you. Shit, that felt fucking great. Ooh. I'm on day 4 of my cycle. Day 4 is always a fantastic day. It started out very odd, not the typical day 4, but it's ending like a typical day 4. So that's fun and exciting. So that's what I do through my house. I go through the rooms. I do it. I go around every door jamb, every corner, every window, every space, and I do the inside first. And then once the inside is all cleansed out and everything is going out and the windows are opening, you're letting everything out, right? You don't want to get it smoke and then just keep the smoke in there. You want to open the windows. You want to let it out, right? And then once you let it out, then you can go outside. And when you go outside, you hit all the door jambs and windows, if you can reach all the windows. If you can't, obviously, you know what I'm saying. But you make the perimeter. You go around the home on the outside. This is still your vibrational space around your home. Even if you're in an apartment, go outside on your balcony, right around there, up and down the stairs. You see what I'm saying? That's up and down where you go. Just because even if you have a neighbor upstairs across from you and you guys share an upstairs, like whatever, the stairs are still part of your vibrational environment. So cleanse those as well. You know, you can do this with your vehicle. You can do this with your office. You can do this wherever you want to, right? So that is really where what I do when I am going through an energetic cleansing and blessing, and removing any toxic energy or anything that may have walked through my vibrational space, anything that may have moved through it could be too anything that you could be manifesting, which is such a buzzword. It's like a word that's overused, but it's like the only word right now that I can think of. But you could be manifesting some low vibrational energy through karmic results that are happening, right? Some karmic energy could be coming through. And so allowing yourself to, when you're blessing and cleansing, I cleanse this karmic energy. I accept responsibility for whatever karmic results and justice that comes through. Accepting responsibility not only clears out any and all low vibrational shame and guilt and anything that could be hanging on there. It brings it up, but it removes so much low vibration when you take responsibility for things. You automatically move up another level, because by taking responsibility, you are choosing to see that you have free will and that your choices are creating your responses. Does that make sense? It's a great night. It's a waxing gibbous moon tonight. It feels good. So that's what we do. That's what I do for energy cleansing, energy blessing in myself, in my home. And now, if you're going through all that and you still feel a little bit of thickness around you, take another shower, and get yourself into another meditative state after you wash yourself, even if it's just 5 minutes of breathing, and then give yourself a little bit of time to see if it goes away. If you wake up the next morning and you're still feeling some thickness in your energy, then at that point, I would recommend reaching out to a friend. You can reach out to me. You can reach out to another friend. We've got amazing goddesses in the Rising Goddess group who do energy work. I have someone I can refer to you as well that does really intense work, and she's really great with her gifts, and she's done work on me, and it's just been absolutely amazing, the work that she's done. So if it gets to that point, then understand that there are other goddesses out there who can help you. This is where we got to remove the fear or judgment or insecurities of comparison with the witch wound. And when we can lean on another sister, lean into another goddess, ask another witch for help. Understand that is how we heal the witch wound, by doing the things that the witch wound continues to perpetuate us not doing. So now, how do you ground yourself before you go into public? Let's say you're going into public, you're going into Walmart. How can you ground and do a protection shield or protection energy? Now, there's so many different energy and protection shields that you can do. So I'm going to share with you what I do. Now, what I do, I've been doing for a while, and I've tweaked it a little bit, and it feels really good for me. And I'm going to explain to you how you can do what I do and do it in a way that is aligned with you. So before we get on that, let's stop and talk about tools. Let's talk about some crystals. Why are crystals important? I'm going to do another episode on crystals themselves. So that'll be coming up down the line in our witchy shit series. But crystals that I highly recommend for energy protection and for grounding, and just kind of taking with you, especially if you have what society would call social anxiety, right? This is something that I sometimes have a vibration of. I would have what society would call ADD. Okay. So I'm a very high vibrational being. I've got a lot of energy, a lot of thoughts, a lot of directions of things, squirrel here, squirrel there, multiple times a day. So I would be your master multitasker, especially when I was a kid, because I thought that was really what I should be doing, especially since I could do it. And so we'll go into a whole nother topic, and that's a whole nother conversation for sure on that one. But so anyways, so my energy, and of course being an extreme empath, a clairvoyant, clairaudient, and we're really working on this. My psychic mediumship is really starting to expand as I allow myself to really dive into my gifts and be open to really receiving what it is that I'm here to do. So by being very sensitive in that way, it's being able to ground myself and being able to put a protection shield around myself before going into especially Walmart. And I bring up Walmart because Walmart is like what's that word? I can't even say it. My braces have my teeth going apart right now. Let me just tell you right here real quick. We'll just take a quick pause because I know y'all love me and you want to hear this update. So I got braces and I had my first tightening 4 days ago, and they took me up from a 14 to an 18 on my top row on my wire, and it's pulling my top two front teeth apart. So I have a gap, and it's not like huge. I mean, in my eyes, like it seems like it's like the Grand Canyon, but it's not. And so I'm like working on channeling my inner French model. But I just wanted to tell you that we just kind of ventured off together in that little thing there. So, anyways, so Walmart, right? So we go, I use Walmart, oh, that's why I was trying to tell you about my braces because I can't see the word. So, anyways, let's get back to the story, right? It's like we just ventured off into the Walrus and the Carpenter from Alice in Wonderland, which that's a whole nother story. Anywho, my loves. So let's protect ourselves before we go into Walmart. Walmart is just basically the epitome of energies that are like all over the place, and sometimes it's so chaotic. Sometimes it's weird. So there's just so many different energies that run through Walmart. So I use that as an example because sometimes, even though we don't like going there, we may have to go there sometimes, especially if that's where the only place is that has whatever it is that we need, right? So we deal with it. We are still living a human existence, right? And in this human existence, at this current moment in time, there's things that are at Walmart. And so anywho, and this could be anything. I mean, this could be any store. This could be a club. This could be like, if you're going to a fair, any sort of public space. So what I do is I get some crystals, and the crystals that I always have with me. Well, if you follow me on social media, which I'm not sure if you are listening to this podcast, if you're not following me on social media, that means that you need to start following me. But if you see my pictures, and all of my pictures you see, I have my quartz, my clear crystal quartz, that I have this big ass rock around my neck. Legit, it is, it's my big ass rock. It's probably, I'm going to say, okay, here we go. It's almost 2 inches long, and it's a big fat rock, right? So I love it. I got it at our downtown market in Eugene, which is just like the best spot ever in the world. And I love it. So I have that, and I wear that, and that's with me all the time. Now I also have bracelets that I've made. I've made some mala bracelets, which those are, I have lots of moonstones in those, which moonstone is a fantastic stone to have for grounding, especially for your sacral chakra and your root chakra. I also have black lava rock, which is a great stone for your root chakra for grounding. I also have turquoise, which is fantastic for energy movement. And so what I use when I do a grounding is I have my necklace here, and then I've got a rose quartz that I have right here, and then my amethyst. And then I also have a snowflake black obsidian. Now this snowflake black obsidian, it's a black obsidian, but it has like little white spots that look like snowflakes. That's why it's called that. And black obsidian is so good because not only does it help with grounding in positive energy, but it's got this like, almost like, you guys, I wish you could see me. Like if you were to have, okay, right? Okay, let's just do this. Y'all know that I describe in movies and stuff like that, right? So, I think I saw it on the trailer, and we're just going to talk about Aquaman because why the fuck not? That's some wonderful vibrations to talk about. But he's got like this, like the staff or whatever it is that they call it. Again, I'm going to probably get murdered over the words I'm using because they're not like the right words. But like when they pump it down into the ground, right? And they've pump it down, it's like the energy that this black obsidian does is that it pumps this energy down to the ground, and then it's got like this boom, like this after, oh shit, what's it called? Shockwave. Thank you. Thank you. So it's what it does is like what the black obsidian does is that it like boom, like a boom ground on positive energy, and then it like blasts off a shockwave to remove any negative energy. Okay. So that's what I have for that. So I grab these stones and I'll put them in my bras. And again, Here's a little plug here. If you aren't following Spiritually Intimate, make sure you follow Spiritually Intimate and their crystalette, because it is a bralette that is specifically designed to hold your crystals. They were on the show, and they are part of our Consciousness Rising series. So head over there and listen to that one as well. So grab your crystals, grab your stones, and carry them with you. Put them in your bra, put them in your pocket, put them in your purse, wherever you want to. Put them in your panties. I don't care. Put them wherever you want to. And right there, you'll have the energy of earth. That is an earth element that you have with you. When you have earth elements with you, you are grounding yourself. Earth elements ground. Stones are earth elements. So get your crystals, get your stones, put them onto your body, so that way you are grounding your body into your energy. And the type of stones, the quartz is just an overall positive energy protection quartz. It's just a very clear energy. It helps with clear energy flow. Amethyst is really when it can help with your crown chakra. It really also helps with any sort of anxiety that may come through. And when we have social anxiety, of course, and we're out in public spaces, we when that social anxiety hits, it can get pretty rough pretty quick. So having your amethyst there is really a nice, wonderful stone to help with channeling any sort of anxiety with that. Rose quartz is really also there for your second heart chakra. There's a little chakra center right above your heart chakra. I'm not sure if you're fully aware of that if you study chakras, but you've got your heart chakra, which is right between your breastbone right there, right? That's where your green heart chakra is. If you go up maybe about 2 inches, you have another little heart chakra right there. And that's actually a light pink color. That's the color of rose quartz. And that is where when you get your rose quartz, that can help open up and really clear and balance you and pull in that love, that spiritual source driven love, excuse me, and ground it in with your stones as well into this. So that's just physical ways that you can do to go ahead and protect yourself when you're going out into energy. So how do you do a visual protection to put up a shield? Now, again, there's many different energy shields that could be put up to protect you. And if you are doing spell work, whether you're practicing Wiccan, or you're just doing witchcraft, or whether you're just a natural witch and you are just doing affirmations of protection, words are spells. And so what you say casts spells. And so what you're casting upon yourself, whether you talk to yourself positive or negatively, will say that, right? Whether you believe you can or you can't, you're right. So what I do visualize, how I do it is, first before I go in, I take some deep breaths. Now, if I'm in the car and I'm doing this, so be it. Usually I try to do it before I leave, and I try to just ground myself and do that then. But if I'm in the car before I go into the store or the club or whatever it is that I'm doing, then that's fine too. So I'm sitting there. Anytime you want to start to do any sort of grounding or protection, you want to get into your meditative state. So you take some deep breaths. 3 deep breaths is usually what gets me there. Deep breath in through your nose, and you want to visualize the air going all the way in through your nose, down your body. And then as you breathe out, you're breathing out anything that holds tension, right? So, and as you're doing it, you're focusing on your third eye. You're always focusing on your third eye, and you're breathing in, and you're getting into this calm meditative state. And as you do that, once you get into this calm meditative state, then what I do is I envision this beautiful, pearlescent, creamish silk light that comes through. It's like pouring silk down through, and it comes from the cosmos. My particular cosmos, it just comes down, and as it comes down, it's slowly pouring down in through my chakra, my crown chakra. And as it comes through, it goes down through all my chakra centers, and it's just pouring. It's just smooth as silk, and it's this pearlescent, creamy white color, and it just comes through all the chakras. And as it comes down through your root chakra, when it comes down there, I envision it going down in through the earth, down into the core of the earth. I ground myself into the core of Mother Earth, because that is the heart, that is the womb of Mother Earth, and that's where I want to ground myself in. So as I vision that light going down into the core of the earth, then I see it shoot back up. It goes into 2. It splits in 2. And just like the magnetic sphere, when we have the the magnetosphere, right? So it shoots off. So any sort of like sun rays, or when we see, it has the magnets, right, for the poles, right? So as the light goes down into the core, then it splits in two, shoots back outside, and I envision this going outside of the earth, coming all the way up into the cosmos, back down from the cosmos, back down into my chakra centers. So it's like this energy it's enveloping the entire earth, and it's coming through, and it's grounding me into the core. Again, the core, the womb of Mother Earth, I am grounding myself into. And as I do this, I'm envisioning this, right? And I'm envisioning this golden, this pearlescent, creamy, silky light of love. This is the grounding light of love that is coming into me. And then I envision Archangel Michael, Archangel Gabriel, and I have them two there, and they are putting a protection boundary of light around me. They are setting us, and as I'm breathing in this whole time, envisioning this light coming in and coming out, then there's as I breathe in, this it's almost like a dome, right? Imagine, right? Like a dome. Anytime I say dome, I think of fucking Pauly Shore and Brendan Fraser. Did I age myself there? Y'all like know how old I am anyways. So anywho, so as you're breathing in, it's like this dome is coming in, and then as you breathe out, then it's expanding. And Michael and Gabriel are there, and they are putting this light that's around you, and they're getting it bigger and bigger, and it's this swirling protection around you. So not only do you have your own magnetosphere bubble that's grounding light and energy into you and putting this whole space around you, but you also have archangels who are there. Michael is there protecting and grounding, and you have that energy. Now, your thoughts and beliefs on angels, whether or not, again, if you come from the church and you are like, I don't believe in angels, again, let's do another word. Angels, aliens, energies, whatever you want to call them. Okay? But the energy, the vibration of that being is there. So if we utilize and understand that Michael was identified as a vibrational being of protection in this particular area, then utilize that energy. Tap into that, because that is the energy of that protection. I just looked at 44. I love angel numbers. Do you love angel numbers as well? That'll be a whole other episode too. Oh, we are having so much fun on season 2 on Rising Goddess Radio. I hope you're having so much fun with us. I love it. So that's what I do. That is how I cleanse. That's how I bless. That's how I ground and protect myself with my energy. And so again, so now let me tell you, so let's say you walk into a space, right? Let's say you walk into a space and all of a sudden you feel it. You feel this thick energy, this like I felt with that dude, right? What you can do at that moment in time is you can visualize like almost like, I don't even watch oh my God, I can't even say the show now because I can't even remember it. Dragon Ball Z or anything like that. But what I do know is that they have these energy balls, right? And understand that you can maneuver and shift energy that is in your space, and you can create all of this wonderful energy. So while you are walking, if you walk into a space and you feel an energy in that space that is not what you are aligned with, and you have to be in that space, like you can't just bounce the fuck out, then this is where you imagine your protection ball, right? You can create this energy protection ball. It can be whatever color you want. It can be whatever shape you want. It can be whatever size you want. And I want you to imagine this energy ball that you can manipulate and mold with your hands. Like I'm sitting here, you should see my hands. I'm manipulating. I've got my energy ball right here. I'm working through my energy ball. And what I can do is when I walk into this space, if I have to be there, if I can't, if like legit, like I can't just bounce the fuck out, then I get this and I get it moving, and I get the energy moving in my little energy ball. I get it spaces. I get it moving. I can like, this is so much visualization. And understand, you're probably, if you've never done this before, you're probably going to be like, oh my God, I'm crazy. What the fuck am I doing? You're going to start judging yourself. That's okay. When those judgmental thoughts come, don't dive into them and accept them as truth. Get curious and ask, why am I judging my thoughts on what this energy ball is? Why can't I just explore and have fun with this? You see what I'm saying? So this is a great opportunity for that. So imagine that energy ball. And then when you walk into that space, imagine that it just blows up real quick. And it's like this, and it's like all of a sudden you have then a protective shield around you. Okay. And I'm telling you, it may sound crazy, may sound sci-fi or whatever, but I'm going to fucking tell you, a lot of the sci-fi that's been back in the day is truth now. We living in the motherfucking future. Okay. I'm 39 years old. We are living in the motherfucking future. Okay. Our energy is the most powerful force in this world. And when you can learn how to harness that energy, oh shit, man, you, my beautiful rising goddess, are unfucking stoppable. So what a wonderful show. I really hope that you enjoyed this. I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. So head over to Facebook, Michelle Torrance - The Rising Goddess. Or definitely, like I said before, like multiple times before, head over to the Rising Goddess Facebook group and join us in the conversation over there. And I'm just really excited. So head on over there. Thank you so much for listening. And I will catch y'all on the next episode. Later.